So I said, maybe this is what is happening. Then I said, okay. Then I look at it. The whole system is based on the principle that you should be making money, and not only making money, you should be maximizing profit. Then I said, that's a very wrong way to interpret human being. Human beings are not robots. My first response is they are not robots. At least they are not single-dimensional people. People are multidimensional. So the economists take one dimension out of human being and consider that and make us believe that that's what the human being is all about. I said, that's where they went wrong. If you use the word without insulting anybody, basic word is selfishness. If you take the word selfishness and build the whole structure of business out of it, that kind of interprets the whole business principles that you laid out. Everything has to come to me, and I will maximize it. And I don't have to worry about anything else, focus fully on this one, how to maximize my benefit. I said, but people are not just simple selfish being. They are also selfless being too at the same time. If there's selfishness and also there's selflessness. But that selflessness aspect of human being was never used by the economist. So it remained ignored, totally bypassed. So we have an entire structure based on only one element, selfishness. I said, why don't we create business on the basis of selflessness? And that would something to be interpreted like, in a selfish business, everything is for me, nothing for others. So in a selfless business, it will be the other way. Everything is for others, nothing for me. And every human being can do both. We can do business to make money, at the same time we can do business to solve problems. And immediately it becomes something very powerful because I get personally involved in it. Today, when I want to be selfless, what I do, I step outside of business world, I become a philanthropist. I give away my money. That's a charity, that's donations that I give away. But charity is an important thing, but one problem with charity is the money goes, it never comes back. It achieves the goal, and a very admirable goal, but that money is a one-way money. I said, if we could take this goal, convert it into a business, then the money that we put into that business, let's call it social business or a selfless business, this money will be recycling again and again and achieve a lot, many times more, the same thing, and it will never end. You start an engine which supports itself, never stops. I said, such a powerful thing. Why don't we do that? Then I look back at all the work that I have done. I said, that's the kind of thing I was doing. I didn't realize that. Now, let's call them what fits into this particular category as social business or selfless business, and see how far we can go. So we started creating those companies, one after another, more. Now it's specifically in this design. First we did in this design, it's an eye care hospital for cataract operation. Bangladesh has lots of cataract patients. People take it as a normal aging process. If you grow old, you start losing your eyesight and you become blind. It's a part of life. They don't realize this is just a question of simple treatment, and you get your vision back right away. So the facility that we have in Bangladesh can treat only a small fraction of the total number of cataract patients that we have in the whole country. So the backlog of cataract patients, they don't realize they're patients, they think this is a process of life, is growing bigger and bigger. So we thought we can solve this problem as a social business. So we started creating eye care hospitals. What we do, we treat patients with good surgery, just like anywhere else, charge the market price, and market price in Bangladesh is pretty low. It takes about $30 to get lens implanted, cataract surgery done. And it's outdoor patients. You don't even have to spend any time in the hospital or anything. But we make money out of that by $30. We pass it on to the people who cannot afford to pay. So we charge them a token fee, about $1 or something, so that they can get exactly the same treatment. And each hospital is equipped to do about 10,000 cataract surgery per year. And it became very successful. We started doing one, and we started doing the second one. Because it's self-sustaining, it doesn't matter how many you make anymore. So we did the second one, now we are moving to the third one. In the meantime, some strange coincidences. I met the chairman of Danone, Denon in the American way. We had a discussion, and I invited him to create a social business in Bangladesh. And that led to the creation of Grameen Danone Company, which I have elaborated in the first book and in the second book also, on the social business. Now this is updating what happened. And it became a successful company. The social business, because nobody, neither Danone nor Grameen, wants to make money out of it. It's all dedicated to solve a problem. In this case, the problem is the malnutrition among the children. 50% of the children of Bangladesh are malnourished, and most of them are severely malnourished. So the idea that we had, why don't we use this medium of yogurt, since Danone is very good in producing yogurt, to bring nutrition to the children. So what we did, we put all the micronutrients which are missing in the children, vitamin, iron, zinc, iodine, put it in the yogurt, make it very cheap, sell it to the poor children. And the children started loving this yogurt because it's delicious yogurt. And if a child eats 2 cups of yogurt within a week and continues for 8 or 9 months, child gets back all the micronutrients, becomes a healthy, playful child like any other child anywhere in the world. So this is the purpose, how to reduce malnutrition and make the children healthy. And it runs by its own money. Once you put the money in, it generates its own money and continues. Now first plant is fully utilized. Now we are setting up the second and the third plant because the demand is increasing every day. So we thought, not just wait for the second, let's do the second and third right away. And if you see more demand, ultimately our idea is we'll need 50 such plants all over Bangladesh to cater to the needs of the children with malnutrition. And it doesn't cost anybody anything because the companies who are owners of the new company, Grameen Danone, they will get back their investment. Because as a company, you pay back the initial investment. And the rest of the company just works out with its own money. So the only thing, owners don't take any dividend after they get back their money. That's it. And it continues, and you own the company. You feel proud that you have done something which governments were trying, international agencies were trying. So these things now, one after another, we created Veolia water company, and with the Grameen Adidas, we produced the shoes for the poor people in Bangladesh. These are all done. And with the Grameen BSF to produce treated mosquito nets to protect people from malaria. Again, as a business, as a social business, nobody makes money out of it. So the moment you see a problem, you can come up with an idea of a business and solve this problem. And we are packed with problems everywhere. At the same time, we are packed with creativity. So how to bring the creativity and the problem together in a business way. And today, the technology, the enormous amount of technology the whole world has right now, is so powerful. If somehow this power of technology can be utilized, we can solve all the problems. But unfortunately, this powerful technology is in the hands of business. And what do the business do with this technology? Make money. It's not used for something else. And technology is something which is like a vehicle or a car. It's the driver who decides where to take this technology. Now the driver wants to take it to go to the peak of profit. So they're driving the driver to the peak of the profit. If some drivers say, no, I take this technology to solve a problem, and they will take you, vehicle will take you to solve the problem. But that mechanism doesn't exist because social business doesn't exist. Government doesn't know how to use this technology. Individual persons don't know how to use this technology, but the business can. So the moment business turns around, say, okay, I can run a business to do this. So each one of these cases that I presented in the book about the Veolia, about yogurt, about shoes, about mosquito nets, These are the core competence of each business, of the one that would. And they said, okay, we can do that. And that way they don't lose money, because this is nothing in compared to the billions of dollars they do. This is just a simple thing. I said, to me it's very important because, first of all, you have demonstrated that it can be solved. Second, you created a seed of how to solve this problem, module how to solve the problem. Once you created the module, if you have built the first car, you know how to repeat it and make millions of cars. So we are developing that prototype of each one of these. And all these things can be solved again and again, globally. Whatever that problem is, whatever problem we see around us. It's not just Bangladesh, it could be the richest country in the world, doesn't matter. They have problems, they can solve their problems, or any other country. We are now invited by governments to help them to solve their problems by creating social business. First, we were invited in Caldas, a province in Colombia. Governor came and said, we are in a destitute situation. Our province is a totally shattered economy. We need your help. So we discussed this, and we said, okay, we'll set up ideal support. You stay away from us because we need space so that we can function. Because once the government gets involved, our fear is all kinds of politics get involved in it. We said, you are good people, but the system may not be healthy for us. So you support us, but try to create a distance from us and support us from a distance. And he agreed. So now we are setting up the structure, how to build all these social businesses to create jobs, create institutions to bring technology to the people, improve the agriculture completely, because creation of job becomes so much easier in a social business than in a profit-maximizing business. It's a very simple idea. Because in a profit-maximizing business, creating job is not the goal. It's a byproduct. Because your goal is to make money. So when your goal is done to make money, people get employed to run that machine so that you can make that profit. And you are not concerned about what kind of people you are needed. Whatever is needed for your purpose, you pick them up. In a social business, and then you make sure that your investment has at least 30% or more return to your investment. Otherwise, you will not be investing. Imagine a social business, say, I want to create jobs. That becomes the objective of the company. It's not a byproduct. So you can design the whole company to do that specific task. And you are not worrying about getting 30% return on investment. As long as it's 0%, 1%, 2%, you are fine. So that it can continue and you have a little surplus to expand or whatever you want to do. That's it. But you have created something. And you want to focus on a particular group of people, not just anybody, I'll give a job. Suppose you want to give a single mother. Then you create a business to employ as many as possible, maximum number possible single mothers. Or you want to create jobs for the blind people. You can design a social business just specifically for solving the problem of blind people or welfare recipients. We address the whole business to get the welfare people out of welfare. That's a social business. It can be done. So we have tried many ways, and Caldas would be quite a challenging task because for the first time we're doing in a broader framework. And then Prime Minister of Albania came up with the same appeal that we are in a bad shape. We are the poorest country in Europe. Nobody notices us. We have so many poor people. But we need our country to get this poverty out. And we need your help. So we are trying to set up a series of social businesses in many different directions in that. The last one is Haiti. When the Haiti earthquake happened, lots of people were pouring in all the relief from everywhere, billions of dollars. And in one meeting, I was saying that it's good that the human response came out with such an enormous way that it showed how caring the human beings are. But the method is not the quite right one, because Haiti doesn't have much of a structure to use this relief in a good way. So lots of it will be probably wasted. I said I would appeal to people to put a percentage of this money they're giving as a relief to go into a social business fund for Haiti.